Hey book lovers, Victoria here and you're watching My Books and Me. Today I'm going to bring you my May TBR and I've got quite a few good books on this TBR this month. Hopefully I'll be able to get to them all, so let's get into it. Firstly, I'll start off with the 3 books that I am currently reading. The first book is Beloved Poison by E.S. Thompson. I am literally 17 pages into this book. I sort of haven't been really feeling it because it's not that it's bad, it is really enjoyable so far. I've just been reading other things, but I'm hoping to be able to get through this a little bit more. This is about an apothecary that, this is about a St. Saviour's infirmary which is possibly getting demolished, and the future of it is very unknown. We follow our main character Jem Flockhart, who is an apothecary who she has a secret. She is a woman, but she has to pretend to be a man because to take over the apothecary she has to be a man. And so it's very interesting, and it's just about, she ends up finding some 6 tiny coffins in the chapel of the infirmary, and it's all very like interesting. Yeah, that's a really bad explanation of this book, but I'm hoping to get into it a little bit more this month. The one that I'm currently reading is Hell's Only Half Full by Kerry Clark. This is about actually my great aunt, I think, Lucy Little, who actually died just a week before her 107th birthday back in 2000. And so this is not only about Lucy, but it's about also just her family, her ancestors, her children, and therefore it is about my family tree, and I'm really enjoying this. It's such an interesting read. It goes from looking at various aspects of Lucy's life to various aspects of sort of her parents' life and things like that. It's really interesting and I can't wait to get through more of it. Finally, the last book that I'm currently reading is a graphic novel, and that is The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 1, The Forced Act, by 5 different people. Who we got? Kieran Gillian, Jamie McCleave, Matthew Wilson, and Clayton Cowles. This is about these gods who every 90 years come down to Earth to take on the role of influential people like pop stars and to, influence people, and it's 2014 and it's happening all over again. There are these gods on Earth pretending to be pop stars, and it's very interesting. I'm kind of still a little bit confused about this story because it's sort of, I feel like I've missed a volume. I've checked 3 times. This is definitely volume 1, but I just feel like I'm missing something with this story. But I'm enjoying this. The art style is really beautiful and I can't wait to see where this story goes. Now on to the other books that I want to read this month. The first 3 are the university books that I kind of should have already read at least one of them during April, but I didn't, but I'm hoping to read them all now during the month. I'm lucky in the fact that I don't technically have to read all 3 because my assignment is only focusing on 1 or 2 depending on what question I choose for my assignment. So anyway, I need to read The Captain's Doll by D.H. Lawrence, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, holy crap, and The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. I'll be listening to the audiobook of these 2 books, so I'm excited to get into them. I'm hoping to do it hopefully this week sometime, start off on one of these. And then this month I also want to pick up Tomorrow and the War Began by John Marston, the first book in the Tomorrow series. I've mentioned this on my channel recently quite a lot. This has just turned into a TV series. The first 2 episodes have already come out and I just really want to reread this first book and then continue on with the rest of the series again, because I only managed to read half of the books the first time round, so I want to pick up where I left off, and it'd be really nice to be able to reread this and just sort of then properly compare it to the TV series, because I have a lot of feelings about that. You'll see that in an upcoming video. I also want to finally get around to reading The Heir by Kira Cass, the 4th book in the Selection series. The 5th book, The Crown, is coming out this week, and I think it comes out on the 3rd, which would be today when this video goes up, I think. So I just really want to read this. I don't know if I will get to it this month. I kind of haven't been feeling much into sort of dystopian fantasy type of thing, this sort of stuff, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, hopefully I'll pick up The Crown this month and get into the reading mood, but hopefully I get to this. I also want to continue on with the Asylum series by reading the 2nd book, Sanctum by Madeline Rowe, and I also want to read some of the novella, and I also want to read 1 or 2 of the novellas from this novella bind-up. I know one of them takes place between books 1 and 2, and I think 1 might be before them, but this contains The Scarlets, The Bone Artists, and The Warden. So we'll see how we go. I don't know which ones I'm going to be reading, but I at least want to read them in order. So I think I have to read one of these before I read this. We'll see how we go. And finally, I want to also continue on with the Sex Criminals series with volume 2, Two Worlds, One Cop by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. I read the first volume last month, and I'm really excited to get now into the second volume, especially because the third volume is coming out in June, July. So it'll be really fun to then pick that up when it comes out. So they are all the books that I'm hoping to get to during May. I'm obviously not expecting to actually finish all of them, but it'd be nice to be able to at least start some of them, start all of them, finish some of them, I don't know, we'll see how we go. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books, what you think of them, and what book you are most anticipating on reading this month. And I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Bye!